안녕하세요. 뮤지컬배우 마이클리입니다. 네, 오늘 빨리 해야 해서 영어로 할게요. Hi everybody, what an honor it is to be here today. My name is Michael K. Lee. I'm an international musical actor, and I live in my own world. Now, what does that mean? What does it mean when somebody says, oh my God, that person lives in his own world, or she lives in a world of her own? Well, most of the time it means something negative. Like detached, thoughtless, unaware. Well, I'd like to shift that paradigm today and recreate it into something incredibly positive and empowering. Now, I was born in the United States, the son of immigrant parents, the youngest of 3 children. My 100% Americanness was the physical realization of my parents' dreams. It's a good way to start your life, no? As a dream. Now that's when I started living in my own world. I always wanted to perform. I loved making people laugh. This photo of me is from The King and I, actually playing a princess, a 공주. Now, when you're a child, living in your own world is actually accepted, encouraged even. You know, as you grow older, the reality of the world starts setting its sights on you, starts finding ways to, at the very least, diminish the light of your dreams. Now, I wanted to be John Travolta. I wanted to be John Travolta in Greece, but people would say, no, you're Asian. You could be Bruce Lee. Or you could be Long Duck Dong, or even Short Round from Indiana Jones. I was, at some point, called all of these names directly from the time I was in elementary school until high school. So, feeling like I had to fit into the world around me, I let go of the dream of performing, and I focused on my academic career. Gold star, high honors. I excelled at school. 너무 잘했어요. I saw it as a way out of my little city of Salamanca, New York, where I and my family were the only Asian people. But my school was so small that it was not providing me with the proper academic curriculum to compete with other students around the country. But I wanted to go to a top-tier school, an Ivy League, a 5-star school, one of the best, but I was told it would be next to impossible. No, not impossible. Not in my world, not in my mind. See, this was a new dream, an academic dream, a dream I had total control over. So there were no parameters. So I proposed a way to finish my coursework faster than my classmates. I created a new class that would allow me to be on the same level as the rest of the students in the country, and I found a loophole in the New York State testing system that helped me maximize my scores, and I became the first person in Salamanca to be accepted to Stanford University. Yeah? No. It was a dream come true, a dream that was deemed impossible in the world that I was living in. And yet, I found a way to make it happen. See, it's not enough to simply dream. Dreaming's a great start, but we can't fool ourselves into thinking it's enough. Once that dream seed is planted, the rest is up to us. The rest is up to you. Everything that happens after we dream is actually most important. And it's my honest belief that because of that, we all have within our power to make most, if not all, of our dreams come true. Now, how do we do that? How does somebody from one of the worst high schools in New York State find a way to get to Stanford University? How can we change our dreams into reality? How can we change the world that we live into, the world that we live in, into a world of endless possibility, and eventually a world where all of our dreams come true? Well, that's why I'm here, to tell you. So close your eyes, plug your nose, and and be aware of the silence around you. Now open your eyes and be aware of what your senses are telling you. See, hear, smell. Yeah? This is the key. This world that you are experiencing right now is unique only to you. Specifically to you. What you're experiencing right now is different from somebody in the United States, obviously, China, Busan, Seoul. It's different from the person sitting right next to you. This, my friends, is your world. Get that? This is your world, and for all intents and purposes, this is the world. For the world we know is a world we experience through our senses. This is the world we have absolute control over, and I believe that this world is the world where our dreams lie. And for that reason, that's why I believe all of our dreams can come true. We live in our own world. I believe that, and I hope you will too. Here's the thing, as children, what did we do when we didn't like what was happening in the world around us? We'd close our eyes and cover our ears, right? Children get it. But as we grow up, we are constantly given rules and regulations and laws that we have to abide by. Some are absolute, but many others are absolutely not. People will constantly try and shape the world that you live in into theirs, even the people closest to us, our parents, our teachers, our leaders. And I would say that it's rarely done to try to hurt us, but rather it's done to try to protect us. Because the fact is that we live in this world with 7.6 billion people. And to not factor them into our dreams would be careless and ultimately wrong. You must acknowledge that your dreams will intersect with the dreams of others as soon as you enter into the world. But I challenge you to change that paradigm. That it's not 7.6 billion people sharing one world, but rather 7.6 billion worlds trying to exist together in one incredible universe we call humanity. What I mean is that your world will intersect with the world of every other person in your life. But how you allow your world to be affected by that other world, by that other person, is up to you. How you see it, feel it, interpret it. Let's say, for example, that there's a piece of kalbi on the table, and two hungry people. You are one of those two, and the other person eats it. Now that's the event we have to accept, but more important than the actual event, in my opinion, is how we choose to react to it. How we frame the situation. How will we react? Will we be angry, content, sad, happy, motivated to get more food? This moment is of utmost importance. This response, this reaction, the emotional processing and framing of events in our lives. These events belong to everyone. They affect all of us, but our emotions around these events are ours.